If
It's
you have a
illegal in
young
Russia.
child, you must give them Pedialyte because this
Pedialyte
is the number
illegal
one
in Russia.
pharmacist and pediatrician recommended brand for hydration. Yo, are you serious right now? Do you realize that doctors are literally poisoning young children in this
Told y'all.
country? When you turn back and you see the label,
My
not only
content
does it have
keep running full
sucralose, which is
circle.
an artificial sweetener that disturbs the brain, but we have Red 40, which has been proven to cause hyperactivity in the brain. And then guess what? That same doctor wants to prescribe your young child with a methamphetamine like Adderall.
I quit
Do
taking
you
it.
see how deep and dark this system goes? That is exactly why I do what I do. So make sure to share this video
Nature heals
with
you,
another
y'all.
parent who needs to see this information.
Well, sir, everything checks out. You're going to be just fine. Oh, that's great. What a relief. So you're all set to go. Okay. How much do I owe you? I'm sorry? For the visit. Do I pay on the way out or? No. Why would you do that? Oh, I just received health care. Do you need my mailing address? Do you want us to mail you something? Oh, for the medical bill. I'm not paying anything today, so I can give you my address and you can mail me a bill later. Usually I have a copay and a deductible and 20% coinsurance until I reach my out-of-pocket maximum, assuming insurance approves all my prior authorizations, so I'm fine paying. What? So I don't have to pay anything? No. So anybody who needs healthcare can just come in here and get healthcare for free. Yeah. What's the catch? Excuse me? Nobody just gets stuff for free, much less the opportunity to live a healthy life free of disease. So what's the catch? There's no catch. Did you take out one of my kidneys when I wasn't looking? What? Is this substandard healthcare? Are you a real doctor? Yes. This is just how you do healthcare? What's the life expectancy ranking in this country? We're 8th. Why? What is it in America? 46. So you have to pay a lot of extra money for healthcare? Yeah. And your life expectancy ranks 46th? Yeah. So what are you paying all that money for?
Watch this video and I'll be right back.
When they attack black people after they've been murdered, when they did absolutely nothing wrong, you're pushing us to the limit. And what do I mean by that? You're asking us to talk about history, the history of the South. This is in Georgia. What happened in Georgia? There were savages in Georgia. It was the ancestors of the white right-wingers. They were absolute savages. They murdered people, they lynched people, they raped people, they enslaved people. They took babies from their mothers and sold them as property. You want to talk about savages? Your ancestors were the biggest savages the world has ever seen. So don't you dare call a black man a savage after you murdered him. Don't you dare do that. I'm so sick of African Americans being called violent when the world's worst violence was done to them, not by them, to them, not by them. For God's sake, you want to do racist stereotypes? If it fit anywhere, and it doesn't, but if it fit anywhere, it would certainly fit white right-wingers in the South, who has hundreds of years of history of being savages. Savages. They snatched babies. And they sold them as property and they raped their mothers. Savages. That's what they were. You want to talk about stereotypes? Screw all of you who still defend that Confederacy, that monstrosity. Anyone who defends that is a barbaric savage.
He said what the fuck he said.
to believe that you want to cure me from the COVID, but not from poverty. You want me to believe that you want to cure me from COVID, but not the widespread crime in my community. You want me to believe that you want to cure me from COVID, but not homelessness and the widespread homelessness you see amongst our community. You want me to believe that you want to cure me from COVID, but not the hunger, our children going hungry every night. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying, right? All of a sudden, black people then became delusional. You really believe that this government wants to cure you from COVID, but they can't stop the police from shooting you. You don't hear what I'm saying. You want to cure me from COVID, but then they couldn't stop you from the substance abuse problems in your community. We can go on and on and on. You want to cure me from COVID, but you don't want me to have true wealth and true prosperity. Where's the help in the true wealth and the true prosperity? Where's our access to true educational resources? I'm preaching to somebody right now. But you want me to believe with all your heart and soul that you want to cure me from this, but you haven't cured me from anything else from 400 years of me being here.